and welcome back to another episode. What's on the menu today? Well, have a look. We are making some classic stew, low carb stew. Now with this I've worked it all out on MyFitnessPal again. I've printed the printout so small I can't see it. 5. So I've worked it all out on MyFitnessPal and it is 5 grams of carbohydrate per portion, which is amazing for your dinner time. So let's jump right into it. Everything you need is in the description down below. Also, if you're new to this channel, please don't forget to press the subscribe button and hit that bell icon so you can be notified of future recipes. You can also hit me up on all the social medias. Right, let's jump in. So, first thing, I have already prepped my vegetables and with my Swede / rutabaga you can see they're cubed, and all I used was one of these little flashy gadgets here. I will leave a link in the description of ones you can find on Amazon, and anything you buy on there helps support this channel, so thanks for that. It doesn't cost you an extra penny. So yes, I've done that. I've sliced up my vegetables. What I want you to do is I want you to put your peppers and the courgette into either, I'm using an air fryer because it's much quicker, the same with the rutabaga Swede. I'm going to put that in the air fryer because I want it to be crispy on the outside. If you aren't using an air fryer, you can use a wok or a frying pan with a couple of spoons of oil, and just till the edges are sealed and start to go brown. So next what I want you to do is add into your deep saucepan, or you can use a slow cooker for this. So follow all the steps of browning first and then chuck it in a slow cooker and just leave it. Another reason why I like the air fryer, because it's quick. But anyway, so you want another tablespoon of oil into your pan. And then my other little trick is I use scissors. Now I'm using frying steak. You can use any beef that you like for this recipe. It's just that this is what I had in the freezer. So you're just going to want to cut it into chunks and start to brown it. And I am going to brown it with my red onion that I have also sliced. Doesn't need to be any particular shape or size. It's what you like. Okay, so once I've cut all this meat up, I will jump back to you. So I'm going to fast forward from here until I've got all the meat into my saucepan. So I'll be right back. I am actually also, just another quick tip before we pass fast forward, I'm cutting off the really gristly bits of fat that I don't like, but trying to keep the nice marble fat in there. So onwards with the video. Okay, so all my meat is now cut up and put into the pan. I'm also going to add my onions, or onion, with the oil and the meat, and you are just going to want to sear this, so just until the meat has turned brown, and then we'll be ready for the next step. So I'll join back with you when that step is ready. Okay, so now that your meat has browned, let me just turn that down a second so you can hear what I'm saying. Now that your meat is browned, don't worry about the onions not being brown as well. I just wanted the meat done. What I'm going to want you to add into here next is your stock cube. Nor do the best stock cubes with the least amount of carbs in. I have found this real meat juice OXO cube. As we're on lockdown, I don't want to go back out just for stock cubes. So I want you to add that to the meaty, oniony mixture that we've got. I haven't emptied out my fats that have come off it. I want them to stay. So add that stock cube. There we go. And then give it a little stir. So you'll see that thickens that watery, juicy meat juice up a little bit, which is absolutely great. Then I want you to add a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. What you're going to want to do is just leave that to simmer until everything else is ready. So, like I said, I've got my courgette in the air fryer, but I've just stopped it so you can hear me. And then I'm going to pop in the Swede rutabaga separately, just because that goes in at an even later stage. And there we go. Just leave that to simmer with the lid on, but off to the side slightly, just to let the air out and to let it reduce. And I'll be back to you when the courgette's ready. Okay, so once your courgette and peppers have gone crispy, I mean, if you're anything like me, I've left mine in a little bit too long. Just chuck those into the stew mixture. Then I want you to add your rutabaga or Swede to the air fryer or frying pan if you're doing it that way. And I want these to be nice and brown on the outside. And then they will be added to the stew mixture as well at a later date. But make sure that they're nicely coated in the olive oil. So I just need something to scoop out with. And I'm going to add my courgette and peppers to the mixture. Mix in the courgette and the pepper. Let's add about a teaspoon's worth of dry Italian mixed herbs, or any mixed herbs, just to give it that jugement. So I'm going to pop the lid back on there to the side, and I'm going to leave that for a good few hours. Like I say, if you were going to boil that up, then I would probably boil it for a good 20 minutes until the veg is really uber soft, and then add the gum, the xanthan gum, to thicken it up. But I will check back in with you when I've left mine on the side for quite a few hours, so I will see you shortly. Okay, so it's been, for me, a good hour or so. I've now taken the lid off my stew. I am adding in my Swede, or rutabaga if you're American. I'm going to stir that in, and then I'm just going to bring this to the boil for 10 minutes, and then I am ready to serve. If you want yours thicker, like I like mine thicker, then we are just going to sprinkle in some xanthan gum. If you want, you can add this to water first, mix it all together, and then add it in. But I find sometimes when I do that, it goes a bit gloopy and doesn't dissolve very well. So I find just getting a teaspoon, sprinkling it on the top, and then stirring it in works absolutely fine for me. And that is that. That is it. That is this week's recipe. So, from me, thank you so much if you've watched all the way through. Sorry if it's been confusing. If you have found it useful, please give me a thumbs up, share it, like it, subscribe to it. You know how it goes. If you've got any recommendations or requests, please hit me up on the social medias. If not, I will see you next time.